Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This week I'm going to take you through some pictures that I am going to print and show in a gallery showing in Aurora, Illinois. Pretty cool, really rewarding. So I was asked to present some of my images. It's from a group of people that do gallery showings in Aurora, and they follow my channel, which is really cool. They reached out, connected with me, and asked if I would be willing to share some of my stuff on September 3rd. So that's coming up. Gonna give you guys a sneak preview. I'm gonna show you some images that are from Antelope Canyon, which is in Page, Arizona. And the really cool thing about this is you cannot get these images anymore because they have closed out the photography tour. Back in, I want to say 2018, 2019, my wife and I, we went out to Vegas, and then we stopped at Page, Arizona. We went to a place called Horseshoe Bend, which is amazing and iconic as far as photography goes. And if any of you ever get a chance, you need to do it. But like 5, 6, 7 miles away from Horseshoe Bend is Antelope Canyon. There's an upper canyon and a lower canyon. And it's a slot canyon, which is probably one of the most beautiful places on earth. It's just amazing. The light, the patterns, the curves, everything. And they used to have a photography tour where you could go through and they would block off the areas so you guys can get pictures, because as you can imagine, with things like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, all these pictures have increased the popularity, so it just got crazy. So you can walk through there with a mob of people, or you can do the photography tour, which is kind of expensive, and have these guys block off all the traffic long enough for you to get some images. Well, for pretty obvious reasons, they have canceled the photography tours. You can't do that anymore. So I was very fortunate to have been able to go on this photography tour, and because that makes these pictures unique, that's why I'm going to share some of them in my gallery show in September. So I'm going to give you guys a sneak preview, and basically right now I have them all in Lightroom. I've already ordered the prints. I'll show those to you at the end of the video. Yeah, so let's just take you through. The first one, this is probably my favorite. Just a gorgeous image. The tones, the colors, the cascading sand coming through. It's just the striations in the rocks, the curvature. Just a beautiful image. This one, I'm gonna do this one in black and white for my show. This is a gorgeous image, but I'm going to show you the black and white one. It's actually a two-toned image. So I just love the darks. You know, you have your deep blacks here and on the right hand side, and then you have that nice soft light coming through. Everything pulls your eye to the center, down the path. It's just amazing. Just such a beautiful place. Let's see here. So, what was really crazy when we were in there, Antelope Canyon, the upper canyon, the guys, they would kind of create this smoke, right? They would throw some sand up and it would cascade down, and that's how a lot of these images are taken. Not only mine, but you know, a lot of the ones that you see in Antelope Canyon, that's what they were doing. It's kind of manufactured in a way, but the beauty of the Antelope Canyon obviously is not manufactured. But I'm going to show you these two images, and it's just like bizarre, really, to me. Angels and devils in the canyon, and I think you'll see what I mean. Here, I'll put this first one up so you can see. I mean, this, it's crazy. It looks like an angel. And I'm not, you know, crazy religious, born and raised Catholic, not, you know, haven't been to church in forever, but whether, that's neither here nor there. But I took this picture, and you know, when I saw it in Lightroom, I just like, holy cow. It's just, and I can assure you this is not photoshopped. If you guys have followed my channel, you know I don't know enough about Photoshop to do anything like this. But it's just so, just wild. Yeah, just everything about it. Just how the sand and the smoke is just like, the sand is cascading down through the smoke, which just, you know, creates this soft scene. It's just, I mean, that's just wild, right? There's a wing, there's the back of the other wing right there, the head. It's like, I don't know, pretty wild. So, going through my images, this is years ago. I don't think I've ever shown these images to anyone, and I haven't looked at them in years. I don't know why. I've never printed them, never done anything with them. But so anyway, so further on in the images, I come across this one. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but I see this is like a horn, and here's another horn, and here's a head, maybe an eye, and like, I don't know, it's just very, so that looks to me, I don't know, looks like a devil to me, you know, just kind of like facing that way. Pretty wild. So, angels and devils in Antelope Canyon. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you guys see it, if you don't see it, if I'm crazy, if I'm not crazy. Pretty wild stuff. So, but anyway, I did order prints of these for the show. I'm going to put them up in the show just to see what the general public sees, if they see the same thing as me or not. Let's do another one. Just beautiful, soft image. I'm okay with the lens flare. You know, the lens I had, it's an old 12 to 24 millimeter old lens, and so it wasn't, not the greatest lens, but you know, the lens flare doesn't bother me all that much. I'd be lying if I told you that it didn't bother me at all, but I still love this image. It's just so soft, and the tones are just beautiful, and the symmetry of the curves and the striations and the light is just gorgeous. So let's look at this one here. This one, I really love this one in black and white. And again, the striations, the patterns, the softness, the the different tones, the tonal quality of these images that you can capture in Antelope Canyon is just off the charts amazing and just beautiful. So these are not HDR images, right? Because I mean there is a crazy amount of dynamic range in these images. So you have this bright light coming up from the top of the canyon, coming down in, and it's just illuminating the sides of these walls, and then it takes you to these other caverns that are completely black. And so yeah, it's just such a beautiful place on this planet to go take pictures. I don't know now if you can, I'm sure there's other slot canyons in Arizona, or you know, the Southwest. Obviously you can't get these images anymore because it's just a ton of people. It's not like, they probably don't even let you bring tripods in there anymore. So very lucky to have gone when we went and to have been able to capture these images, and you know, quite honestly lucky that I'm able to share them with you guys today. So the other thing is, I'm going to put these images up on my website, gillette.zenfolio.com. So gillette.zenfolio.com, that's my website. I'm going to have these up probably by next week. But yeah, so these are the images. I'm going to try to do like 4 black and white, 4 color for my show. And then I'm going to introduce some of my architectural images. This is that building in Chicago. This one I love the tonal qualities in this one here. Just an amazing, Chicago's a beautiful city. If you guys ever get a chance to visit Chicago, you definitely need to do it. And here's another one of that image, or I'm sorry, of that same building. Just the tones, beautiful. Another one, this is just kind of an abstract image, but it's kind of cool. These are all balconies on this building, and the lack of sun that day, you know, we didn't have much of a shadow, which I think helped this image quite a bit. So all right, so that is it for this week. If you get a chance, sorry I didn't show you guys this one, but I'm going to show it to you now. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous image. Just look at those tones. I mean, that's insane. Just crazy. Love it. The light, the tones, just, it's so magical and mystical. It's just like another planet that you couldn't even imagine to go to this place. So go to Antelope Canyon, go to Horseshoe Bend, and get some images there. You will not ever regret it. But that's it. I love going. I've not looked at these pictures in years, and it's just exciting to see them again, and to get to have them printed. So very cool. I'll show you the prints before we close out the video. But if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and come along for the ride. I'm going to be doing lots of stuff coming up here, and then we're going to be going into the fall season, which brings, you know, in the Midwest we get the beautiful fall colors. Plus we're going to be going back up to upstate New York and talking about amazing foliage and fall colors. Upstate New York is probably the best place you could go for fall colors. So I'm going to be doing that in mid to late October, and look forward to bringing that to you as well. So yeah, so hit the subscribe, come along for the ride, and hit the like, let people know I'm out here, and thank you very much for coming by the channel. I appreciate you. Don't take it for granted that you stop by and watch the video, and and that is it. So with that, I am Garrick, and I am your very best friend in the whole wide world. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and we will see you next week. Thanks, everybody. Have a good week. Be good to each other, and take care. Bye-bye.
I saw you downtown today, a little gray around the temples, but still way better looking than okay. I heard you and your missus had gone your separate ways. I guess I should feel sorry, but I for one still dream about those days when we played